and welcome to the Pride edition of Midnight Movie Mania. I am your host, John, and with me is my co-host, Alex.
Hello, I have returned whether you missed me or not.
Yes, I should say Alex was off for a few weeks for personal reasons, and I was supposed to record last week, but my neck and back decided, nope, you can have a bout of temporary paralysis, so that wasn't that lovely of it.
Oh
So,
no.
but I lost the feeling of my entire right side, so that was me out of action. So that's why we're only getting one this month. There's a joy for the joys of getting older. Jesus wept. Anyway, tonight we're covering Alex's final pick of the quarter, Slay, which is on Tubi. Everybody can watch this thing. Now, I first saw this thing, was it last year? I think it was during Pride last year. And one of my followers said, watch this thing, is great, I make a good episode. So I watched it, and I thought it was kind of you know. So when did you first watch this?
Last night. I think it came out last year or the year before, right?
Yes,
it's still fairly new.
Yeah.
I went into it with extremely low expectations because, as we'll find out as we go through this episode, it was RuPaul's Drag Race drag queens that were the stars, and knowing how they normally perform in acting challenges, I kind of had an expectation of what their acting ability was, and I was actually pleasantly surprised for the most part. I would say.
Yeah. Since you brought up the RuPaul's Drag Race alum, who's your favourite RuPaul queen?
Out of the ones that were on there, or just in general?
No, just in general. All the 2.6 million of them.
There's a lot now. I've always really liked Jinx Monsoon ever since her season, which was a long time ago. I think the thing I most appreciated was kind of that underdog kind of storyline and mentality that she had, and just how far she's come in her career and the name that she's made for herself, even outside of Drag Race, like in Broadway. I think she's fantastic. I know there's a few queens that I really enjoy, like Bianca Del Rio. I met Bianca Del Rio when she did a show here last year, I think it was, and she's unbelievable. She's so funny. I can't even. She's like the Joan Rivers of drag, and I fucking love that. Trixie Mattel, Katya, obviously, Bob the drag queen, Monet. There's just so many there that I really, really, really enjoy. So, yeah, sadly, none of the people in this movie are on that list.
That list.
Yeah. How about you? You a Drag Race?
Yeah, Bianca Del Rio is my favourite. Obvious reasons. And I saw her live once in 2018, and she is the only one I've seen live. I've never seen anybody else. So,
Same.
Okay. Right then, have you seen any other drag queens live from the alum?
Just Bianca. There is a Trixie and Katya show that's going to be in Calgary this fall, and I thought about getting tickets, but Calgary is a 6+ hour drive. And the tickets, I feel like if I'm going to be traveling that far, I need a full experience. So I would need to do a meet and greet. And it's like, by the time you spent the $300 on the ticket and the meet and greet, that's a very expensive trip. So I'm probably not going to do it. I'll wait until they come back here again. I did have tickets to meet Jimbo last year, but I ended up not being able to go because I was sick. So that kind of sucked. But Bianca is the only one that I've seen, and unbelievable, so good.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Right, let's go on to the the trivia. that I found about this, the whole One Piece, this was shot in South Africa. That's all I could find. So yeah,
That's very surprising.
yeah, nowhere near America. It's in South Africa. So
Interesting. Considering it's supposed to be like the deep south.
yes, it's supposed to be like the quote unquote fiver states. So whatever that is. I mean, so let's get into nuts and bolts then. The cast: Trinity the Tuck, Hide-Eating Closet, Crystal Method, and Caramel. The plot: 4 drag queens are booked at a biker bar, middle of nowhere, USA. Then vampires attack. Pretty much that's it. They fight for survival, but who will survive and what will be left of them? So that's basically the gist of it. You know, I mean, it's plain, simple plot summary. But this movie has a few things going for it, and I will say right off the bat, Trinity the Tuck surprised me how good an actor she was in this.
Yeah, she was really good. Like, she could have an acting career. I mean, I say acting career, like she's no Meryl Streep or whatever, but I can see her doing, you know, regular TV, smaller movie roles and stuff outside of like the Drag Race sphere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although I will say, the Caramel one I thought was kind of weak. She was sort of pulling down some of the scenes. I was like, you're sort of pulling focus from some of the scenes. I mean,
maybe that's her intended
yeah, true.
Focus.
True.
Yeah, I would agree, sort of. There were times where it was better. It was kind of like a mixed kind of, I think, performance for Caramel. The one that dragged it down for me was Crystal Method.
Yeah.
That was very Drag Race acting challenge. Acting, I felt. And I mean, I get it. It's supposed to be a stupid movie. Like, it's not supposed to be an Oscar-winning performance. But it kind of took me out a little bit because it was too much. And there were a couple of other characters where I kind of felt that. Yeah.
So let's get into the movie itself then. I will say straight off the bat, the vampire makeup for the main vampire, or the OG vampires I'm going to call it, is okay, but I feel it needs an earwaxing stat. I mean, what is with the hair pouring out the ears and stuff? But the way you look at the face on it, you can tell it's a mask. The only thing that moves is its mouth. So I was like, it's a little cheap, but for what it is, it's okay. I mean, I get this is supposed to be a B movie, so go with the sort of run, the sort of flow of the thing. But I found it just a little bit cheap, you know? I mean,
I wasn't sure about the look of that particular vampire. I thought overall the aesthetics of the vampires was not that bad. More so for the regular people vampires. But yeah, the budget perspective, I kind of like how at one point they kind of did a nod and a wink to that when there's allegedly all these explosions and other things going on, but you're seeing it from, like, you're seeing like them looking at it, and they're like, you know, if they ever remake this into a movie, like they're going to need a really good budget to show all of these things.
Yeah. I mean, I've got notes on that, so we'll get back to that when the time hits. I will say, the redneck produce guy that's killed at the very start while taking a piss, I thought his bite scenes were so. You know, the bite mark in his neck was a bit. And the bite marks throughout the movie were kind of hit and miss. Some of them were getting like big chunks of flesh ripped out of their neck. Others were just getting little teeny bite marks. I'm like, so what is it? Do you have to rip the flesh out, or do you have to just bite? I mean, but like I say, I thought the sort of produce guy's attack scene was quite well done. I thought so.
Yeah.
And then of course we're introduced to the 4 drag queens. And by the way, I've got to say that RV is way too small for the four queens and all their shit. I mean, it's like,
Oh, absolutely.
jeez. They are Mama Souffle, played by Trinity Tuck. She's the boss. Robin Banks, played by Heidi in Closet. She's the quote-unquote manager. Bella Du Bois, played by Crystal Method. She's the ditzy one. And Olive Wood, played by Caramel. She's the wannabe boss. Now, I've got to say, the drag names, the fake drag names in this are terrible. I mean, shouldn't Bella Du Bois be Beda Du Bois? You know, that would have been a better pun.
I thought it would have been better as like Bella the Ball.
Mm.
I didn't get Bella Du Bois. Like,
No.
that didn't make sense to me.
No. And Robin Banks is kind of weak, but I can see that being a season.
I kind of love that.
I can see it being a season 20 drag queen ladies into main stage. Robin Banks, you know. But
Yeah.
Olive Wood is terrible, and Mama Souffle is kind of bad. I mean, why not just call her Mama? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Although I've got to say, speaking of the RV, the interior of this RV looks like a charity shop or a thrift shop exploded. There is tat everywhere. It's like, oh my god. I mean, you can tell the sort of production assistant had a ball with this little
Oh, I'm
van
sure.
sort of thing. So yeah. I mean, it's like, what the hell? And the amount of pride flags is ridiculous. I mean, there's about 50,000 pride flags. I'm like, okay, calm down. So anyway, so up pops the titles to a really bad song. I'm sorry, but the song is abysmal for these titles. And I've got to say, these titles could have been camper. I mean, it should have been like a herd of unicorns shitting out rainbows during Pride Month at a Kylie gig camp. These are kind of blah. It's just a picture of the actor or actress and the name, and that's it. It's like, where's the oomph? Where's the glitter? Where's the camp? Where's the sparkle? But I was like, it needs more camp. So, but yeah. So anyway, so they arrive at a biker bar, a dive bar at that, by the way, middle of nowhere, Trump country, with not an American flag in sight. As you can tell, it's no real American bar. There's not one flag in sight. I'm like, Basically, this is Priscilla, Queen of the Desert meets From Dusk to Dawn on a shoestring budget.
Yep.
You know.
That's a good. I would say that too. Yeah.
Yeah. It just came to me. I was watching this thing and goes, oh my god. It's either that or it's what's the other one? Tu Wong Fu. So with vampires. So
Yeah.
so they're all excited to get this bar, and it's supposed to be like the biggest gay bar in the area, sort of thing. And it turns out Robin has booked the wrong bar, as you do. And I love the fact how as soon as they walk in, they realise, shit, you know.
Yeah.
And behind the bar is Dusty, played by Neil Sandilands, and he's like, "Oh, you're here, so there's your payment, a big thick envelope." And I was like, "Oh God!" So they have to play the gig, sort of thing. And I've got down here, this guy is a closet case, and I was right. He was kind of a closet case. So, so also in the bar is two super fans, Jax, played by Donna Cash, and Steve, played by Gabriel Mills, who Robin takes a shine to, and boom, they're in love, just like that, you know.
Well, you know, that happens, I guess, in movies.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And of course, they decide to stay. Meanwhile, outside, the redneck vampire arrives and picks off the bikers one by one. So yeah, I mean, I love the fact how every single time there's a person goes in near that bar, they're taken off instantly and picked off like that. I'm like, wow. I mean, at one point there's about 100 vampires all surrounding the bar, but when it comes down to the final showdown, there's about 20. I'm like, couldn't you have hired more extras? But, or maybe they couldn't get enough people in that small little set they had for the bar. So, So anyway, so Dusty shows the girls to the dressing room, which looks like shit, frankly. There's crap everywhere. There's like all poker tables and broken, what the hell there is, shit is everywhere. And I love the fact how the girls clean it up and give it a makeover. I'm like, really? So you you cleaned that room up just like that?
Movie magic.
Yeah, I love that one, by the way. Oh, by the way, I got to say here, by the way, if you're a low budget movie maker, my advice to you would be hire as many pretty people as possible, because I cannot tell you how many times I've watched a shit movie, but there was eye candy, so I watched the movie. This is what you need. This needed more eye candy. There was none that caught my eye. I was like, oh, so it was just me being a perv, as boyfriend says, So, but like I says, I can watch a crap movie as long as there's interesting eye candy or an interesting plot thread. But this was just like,
Yeah, especially for like a queer movie, I guess. I'm surprised that there wasn't one specific person that you would identify as being like the eye candy of the movie, because that's normally a pretty typical trope of like a queer movie.
Yeah, well, any movie actually. I mean, there's usually a pretty girl or a pretty boy sort of thing, but this one, I suppose you could argue the lead asshole was kind of cute if you squinted in certain. I don't know. Maybe it's just the biker thing put me off, but yeah.
I don't know. I just had eye surgery, so I'm constantly squinting, and he didn't look that great.
Anywho.
Although, you know what? I think I've already forgotten his name. The gay guy that Heidi in Closet has the thing with. I thought he was kind of cute.
Yeah, Steve. Yeah, I think that was his name because, again, another thing, if you're going to have characters, name the characters. I think his name was dropped once, right at the very start of the movie, and I had to struggle to find his name. So name your fucking, especially if they're in it for the full length of the movie, name the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, that annoys me, especially with these low budget movies from the 80s. They don't name any of the characters. It's like, you son of a bitch. You've got to struggle to figure out who's what and what the. That's annoying. Really annoying. So that's, I mean. Especially for somebody like me who has to know the bloody characters' names, because you have to do the whole, this is played by this person, that person, this person, so Anywho, so somehow the girls tied up the dressing room, give the place a makeover, and getting drag in 1 hour. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit. I mean, there's no chance in hell they got that place done in an hour and got themselves in drag in an hour.
No.
Also, while I'm ranting, what sort of dive bar in middle of nowhere America has rope lighting, LED signs, and has a stage? Now, I'm calling bullshit because every dive bar I've been in has been sticky floored and dull, dingy light with no windows and one, maybe two doors. And you're like, and if you go into toilets, they're disgusting. There's like a trough just to piss into and one toilet, which may or may not have a door on it. So yeah, this place is pristine and clean, and I'm like, this is not a dive bar. And it had a large
bowling alley in the basement.
Yes, a bowling alley. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I was like, nope. And that bar was huge. I mean, I was like, I mean, the last dive bar I was in had sawdust on the floor with blood in the sawdust. I was like, nope, and walk back out again. Nope. Christ, there was a gay dive bar, and I kid you not, if you stood on the floor for a few minutes, you were stuck to the floor. Nope. Yeah.
No.
Hopefully that was from spilled drinks and not moving on. Anyway. So we meet Sheila, the bar waitress, and she's complaining there's no food in the bar. She's played by Robin Scott, by the way. Turns out the redneck vampire was their produce guy, and he was jumped and started a movie with the vampire, so that's how he's been taken out. So up walks head biker Travis, played by Daniel Janks. It has to be a stage name, but I don't know if that's a real name. Daniel, it sounds like a stage, it's a stripper name. It's like, and moving on. To complain about the drag act, and Dusty says, nope, suck it up, they're staying. So
Mm-hmm.
there's tension there. Cue the floor show. Again. Cue the floor show even. Bad lip syncing to a really shit song. And what? By the way, what are these songs? Because like I says earlier, I haven't listened to the radio in about 15 years, so I have no idea who the hell these people are. If they're supposed to be big acts or no, or they're just music for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So. Dusty's loving it, of course. He's giving it all the choreography stuff and all this malarkey. And once it's over, the crowd goes mild. They're like, yay. I mean, so just as Mama starts her act, in walks the redneck vampire to chew on a few necks. Mama, before this happens, actually, I love the fact how Travis heckles Mama and she reads him for filth. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, how's your head? I had complete shit. Teethy. But yeah, I love that one. She sits and reads them, and the bar waitress is like, yeah, shut up, sit down, Travis. She's a lot of us crap. And it's like, yeah, so.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so first to get bitten is an unnamed fat biker after Travis pulls a gun on a redneck vampire, which Dusty shouts out Rufus. So he's now Rufus, played by Shane Kruger. And cue a bar fight, because of course you would, as Rufus eats Fat Boy, played by Joe Vaz. I've got to say, I've got to hear, who in the hell named these characters? You know, I mean, he's
Fat boy.
fat biker, that's what he's called, Fat Boy. Really? I mean, oh my god. I've got to say, even the fake drag names are terrible. As I said earlier, the fake drag names are terrible. But there we are. So more people show up, and Rufus turns them, and how he has a mini army outside. About, what, 15, 20 people, I would say. Because Rufus is tossed out of the bar, sort of scenario. Meanwhile, the girls get into an infight, because of course they do, because they're drag queens. That's all they seem to want to do in this thing, is fight and argue and fight. It's like, this is the whole, I mean, that's not because this the message of this movie is we can be friends, but they're constantly fighting each other. It's like, really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I mean, maybe that's how it is. I've never been backstage at a drag performance or anything, but just from what I've heard and seen on on Drag Race or online, that can be pretty typical in a more playful sense, I think. So
okay.
perhaps just more exaggerated for the movie.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah. The show goes on as Bella lip syncs to some shitty song, I have no idea what the hell it is, as Fatboy slowly turns. He eats a redneck in the toilet and then quickly attacks Bella on stage, but Olive steps in and stops him and cue another bar fight, kinda, as the bikers run for it, because of course they do, straight into the horde outside, and they're quickly killed. So, I've got to sit here. Mum wants to run for it, but it's too late, as the horde have basically tampered with their bikes and their cars and their trucks, and of course the RV's been tampered with, so they're fucked basically. The phone line is then cut, so there's no help, nowhere. It's down to them to stake and bake. I mean, I love the fact how when they do actually get staked, they turn to glitter. I'm like, what the hell?
I was so happy to see that, actually.
So Dusty is the first one to be attacked by the vampires, by the redneck the redneck vampire. Fatboy turned, but not to worry, Mama saves him as the vamp impales himself on the bar pump, and it just goes poof into a cloud of glitter, and it's like, that's going to get everywhere. I mean, as they say, it's the herpes of drag.
Yeah.
Glitter. Everywhere. I mean, you'll be blowing your nose, but 5 years later, oh, look, there's that vampire. I mean, I can't stand glitter myself. Glitter should be banned, frankly. I mean,
have you ever done a bath bomb from Lush?
No.
Okay, well, I don't know what the name of the bath bomb is, but it had glitter in it, and I mean, I probably don't have to spell out like what happened, but when you're naked in a bathtub full of wet glitter, it gets places it should never be.
Mm-hmm.
So that was fun for a few days.
So you had glitter balls for a couple of days, then, wasn't that lovely?
Glitter balls, glitter dick, glitter on the inside of my butthole.
Wasn't that lovely?
Yeah.
I'm going to go down with that one. Moving on very swiftly. So the vampires inside are quickly taken care of and are tossed out of the bar. So outside, the horde tamper with, as I said earlier, tamper with the cars and the trucks and the bikes and the RV, etc. So there's no escape until dawn. So Fatboy is spared and is shoved into a freezer for reasons. Why don't you stake him? Or tie him up and question him, why are you here? Why are you attacking? What do you want from us? Sort of thing. But they just shove him in the freezer. It's like,
I guess they're just very attached to Fat Boy.
Yeah, true. Okay. I mean, I love the fact how he goes, oh my god, you can't kill him. He's my best friend, as Travis is whining about him. So, as I said, Fatboy's shoved in the freezer for reasons. The bar then infight over what to do, as outside the horde, they turn anyone who turn anywhere near the place. I'm like, okay then, so this is supposed to be the one bar in the area, I'm guessing, because there's about 20 people show up. I mean, I'm going,
And people that I wouldn't necessarily assume would go to a biker bar.
No, you've got frat boy shop for reasons. I mean, it's like, why? And you've got, like, what was it, teachers and other people.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
coach and the coach's wife.
Really weird mix. So Travis decides to take his gang outside to deal with the horde, but they are quickly outmatched, outnumbered, and overpowered, and they're all quickly killed, which that's what you brought up, where they're going, oh my god, they picked up the bike and threw it at the guy, look at this, and there's a beheading, slow motion beheading, yay. So, but I got down here, that was cheap. I mean, also I love the fact how when the cameras got outside, the only thing that's exploded is the little gas pump at the petrol station. I'm like, really? That's that one little gas pump exploded. Where's the car that was exploded? Where's the... Moving on. So, Mama asked the people, what do you know about vampires? And cue Jax spewing out all the crap from modern vampires about True Blood and Blade and Twilight. They sparkle in the light sort of stuff. It's like, oh, Jesus. So, no crosses, no stakes, no holy water, no holy relics, no running water, no hawthorns, etc., etc. You know what I mean? It's all modern day vampire stuff, so... I mean... so Olive wants to run for it, but Mama says no, as their tyres have been slashed. Also, there's tons of vampires outside, so they'll be attacked instantly. So, yeah, they're jiggered, basically. Some of the horde get inside the bar, as Mama gets the survivors to arm up with wooden stakes, high heels, darts, forks for some reason. I mean, forks.
Anything pointy.
Yeah, well, I suppose that's true. They'll split up, because of course they do. Why not just seal up the bar itself and hide in the bar until sunrise, because it'll be a couple of hours, so sort of barricade the front doors, fix the windows, barricade as much as you can and just stay in the one area, instead of having to deal with the downstairs bowling alley, then the kitchen and the toilets, and just barricade it all up so you're stuck in the one area and wait the 6 hours or so for the... But no, they've got to split up and go to their different places. It's like, oh, idiots, stay in one place.
People in horror movies never learn.
And of course they're all picked off one by one, because of course they are. Mama tells Olive to take the quote kids, i.e. Bella and what's her name, Jazz, whatever her name is, to the back, because she wants her to protect the quote-unquote kids, and this pisses off Olive, because no, I'm a great fighter, you have to put me up the front, and Mama's like, yeah, but you need to protect the kids. Of course, she doesn't listen, and all hell breaks loose for later. I've got this down here. Why is there a makeover scene for Jax by Bella? Who wrote this? Why would you have a makeover scene as people are getting killed by vampires, and the perfect time for a makeover?
You have to.
Oh dear God. Also, Bella changes the outfit 4 times in this movie?
Yeah, there's a few costume changes.
So yeah, dear to God. So Mama heads downstairs to the bowling alley. Why the fuck does a dive bar have a bowling alley? What's left of Travis's gang? And too bad the place is crawling with vampires. Mama takes out 2 or 3 of them as Olive sneaks outside to get to the RV, which she does, but it doesn't start, so she's stuck inside the RV. And all the fact how Rufus says, it's a truck I can get in. She goes, no, there's a bed, there's a kitchen, there's a toilet, this is a house, you can't get in. And he's like, you. I just love that. So meanwhile, in the basement, Travis's men are quickly all killed off, because of course they are. Travis is cornered by his high school crush, who is now a full-on vamp. Not to worry, Mama takes her out with a bowling ball to the back of the head and then staked. Or was that later? Was that the other? So now Travis...
Oh, I'm not sure, no.
Oh, it's an important enemy, meaning. Yeah. So now Travis and her are buddies, as you do. Back to Bella, her makeover is done, and Jax is quote-unquote improved, but I've got to say, not much improvement was there? I mean, there was like a couple of strips of makeup and a silver jacket, and that's a whole new persona. Right.
I guess so.
A vampire sneaks in because they're too busy going, outfits, oh yay, what should we have? Should we have Buffy or Matrix? I'm like, or what the hell it was, Blade? I'm like, oh Jesus, what? The guy sneaks in and Bella throws glitter on his face and runs to hide in the air shafts as Jax hides in a toilet. I've got to say, that's a brilliant place to hide. I mean, one entrance, no exit. So, great place to hide. So meanwhile, in the kitchen, Steve hits on Robin. Again, great timing. And the two try to make out. A vampire attacks, but garlic bread to the face. And he's staked, so he's turned into glitter dust, as you do. I mean, I love that one, but he's like, what's this? Oh my God, it's garlic bread. And poof, I was like, okay. A vampire crawls in via the air ducts and quickly bites Bella. Outside, Rufus is trying to get into Olive. And he's going, I'll get into you, something, no sort of scenario. Not to worry, Sheila shoots him and he just runs off. I'm like, that's anticlimactic. I mean, she just takes Dusty's pump action and shoots him, and that's it, one shot. So, meanwhile, in the toilet, Jax dispatches the vampire with a good forking after he gives her the eye. So yeah, I love the fact she stabs him about 50 times with the fork, and he goes, although would that even... Anyway, in the kitchen, Bella deals with the vampire that attacked her in the air duct, as she then gets stabbed in the guts and dies. Olive goes back into the bar as Mama lies Bella on the main stage to do a death drop for real. Yeah, that joke's terrible. I mean, that's a shameless joke. Cue more fighting between Mama and Olive as blame is thrown around like shade at a drag show. Olive goes on a mega rant saying why the fuck are they in this dive bar? What is the point of the mega fans, and why didn't they leave when she wanted them to leave hours earlier? Blah 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 blah. And I was going, this is not the time nor the place. Do this once you've survived in the morning, and then you take it out one Mama. You don't do it when there's like 30 guys all waiting to get in to suck your blood sort of scenario. So outside, the horde grows even more as every single person goes for a drink gets turned almost instantly. Meanwhile, Earl, the lighting man who was bitten earlier, turns, but he fights it off because reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, when did he get bitten? Because he was scratched in the arm, and then it cuts back and he's got bite marks. I'm like, when were you bitten? You were scratched. So,
Yeah.
So Dusty comes out to Mama as a drag queen fan, and Travis makes peace with Mama, and they share a drink of Jack Daniels, as you do. Meanwhile, in the freezer, Fat Boy wakes up and wants out rather, so he kicks the door in, and he's now out for blood. Meanwhile, outside, the Horde put a plan together to team up because they've turned frat boys, therefore they've now got frat boy experience. I'm like, right it in.
Sure.
I mean, you've turned the coach. Why isn't he coaching them? Never mind the frat boys. Why? Oh, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, the bar has to deal with Fat Boy. Bullets are bloody well useless. Not to worry, but Bella comes back to life, chokeslams Fat Boy, and stakes him with her stiletto heels. 6 inches are always a minimum. It's like, oh, Jesus. That line is terrible. Who wrote that line? It turns out, as I said earlier, Bella was bitten in air ducts. However, she can control it much like Errol does, and suddenly Sheila is a vampire. She was bitten hours earlier, so you've got 3 quote-unquote good vampires who can somehow control their bloodlust because the script said so.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, fine. I love it on, but it's because they were arseholes in life, they're now arseholes in death. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense in some weird way.
Yeah, I suppose it does. It does that. Let me see now. Outside, Rufus tells the Horde, no more Mr. Nice vampires, it's killing time, which Bella overhears using their vampire hearing, and tells the bar. So in a dressing room, Dusty takes a chance to put on some drag. Great timing there. So Mama helps him out and puts him in the drag. Oh my god. Meanwhile, miles away. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, Olive runs away. She steals a bike and cycles away earlier in the movie. So she is miles from the bar and is stopped by the original vampire. She's then attacked. Back at the bar, the sun is arising. It's the final showdown, the Horde versus the Barflies. All I can say is, who ordered the steak? Because it's feeding time. As vampires are getting steak left, right and centre. Yes, that's a Lost Boys reference. Meanwhile, Olive takes on the OG vampire, but she's no match for him. Until, handily, there's a crate of garlic. Nope, she kills him using Mama's silver hairpin, which handily Mama just held at the start of the movie, as you do. So in the bar, the fight continues. Earl's taken out by a biker chick, as he was protecting Jazz. Sheila is next, after Bella is knocked out by a frat vamp, but the frat boy stakes, what's the name, Sheila? But not to worry, he gets her in the chicken fillet, and he pulls it out, and it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. So she's
got her
fine.
in the titty.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the fight that is terrible. He got me in the titty. Oh god, that's terrible. Anyway, the fight continues and is almost lost until Olive kicks down the door and sets off the sprinkler system. I'll go down here. What, no dancing to Umbrella or set fire to the rain or here comes the rain again? Nothing? No, even no. She put garlic in the water tank so the vampires burn up. The barflies quickly clean up what's left of the vampires. And they're all made to go up in dust. Mama and Olive make up, and all is well. Travis thanks the girls and walks off into the sunrise. Somehow Bella and Sheila can walk in the sun. Olive hits on Dusty. Robin snags Steve. And Sheila has some finger food. She's eating the hand of one of the frat boys. It's like, oh, Jesus.
She might be my favorite character.
It's so terrible.
I love that.
If I had a friendly vampire, she's eating. Anyway, With a tearful goodbye, the girls leave with credits are rolling. So that was Slay. This was about 20, half an hour too long, 20 minutes, half an hour too long, I would say. Nothing is explained, such as why the OG vampire attacked, how the good people become good vampires, quote unquote good vampires, how they can control their thirst, how they walk in broad daylight, and why. The effects are not too bad for the budget this thing had. The writing, but is terrible. I thought. The writing was just sheesh. Jesus wept. This felt meh. I've seen this before, bigger and better. So, what do you say about this?
Like I said, I went in with pretty low expectations, but so I was actually pleasantly surprised. I walked away feeling good about it. I kind of enjoyed how they didn't necessarily follow all of the typical vampire tropes, like crosses didn't work, it didn't have to be a wooden stake, there was, sunlight wasn't an issue, which, that led to that stupid moment where, oh, you're just like a Twilight vampire. It's like, no, girl, I cover myself in body glitter. I also loved the kind of the Bram Stoker's Dracula reference in Crystal Method's final outfit with the white wig that was kind of reminiscent of in Bram Stoker's Dracula. Oh shoot, I forgot the actor's name, and that's terrible of me. The movie with Winona Ryder.
Yeah, Gary Oldman. Yeah.
Yes, Gary Oldman. Shit, yeah. It was like the same kind of hairpiece. I thought that was really funny.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, I thought that was really cute reference. So yeah, overall, I didn't mind it.
Okay. So, time for the recommends here. Would I watch this again? No. Would I recommend this? No, because there's plenty other low-budget, cheap vampire movies. So, the only thing this has is the RuPaul stars. Therefore, this is just a basic vampire movie. So, would you watch this again? Would you recommend it?
I think I would watch it again. I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch it, but I think if it was something that was on, or I just wanted something in the background, I could see myself watching it again. In terms of recommending it, I think for anyone that's a fan of Drag Race or drag queens in general, I think they might enjoy it. And even saying that, I could see some non-Drag Race fans finding the humor in it as well. So I don't know. I could go either way on the recommendation, but I could see myself watching it again at some point in time.
Okay, fair enough then. So the next podcast, well, for the next 3 months, the picks are mine. So these will be fun. Next podcast is going to be S. Darko. I wanted to talk about this movie for years, so now's my chance. Look so terrified. Oh no, not S. Darko, no.
I can already tell you my recommendation is going to be no.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, but I am a huge fan of Donnie Darko. This one,
I love Donnie Darko. I did not love the sequel at all.
Yeah. And then after that, we're doing Piranha 3D. So that wraps up July. August, I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do for August. And September, I'm toying with an idea. I might do superhero movies, so I'm not sure. I might do Catwoman.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's some big superhero movies coming out later this year, so probably good timing.
Right then. Right, you can follow us on Instagram at Midnight Movie Mania Pod. You can follow me at Here's Johnny 79. You can follow Alex at
Mr_Alexander.
Right then. You can also follow us on Blue Sky at Here's Johnny's Pod. You can follow Alex on Blue Sky at
Mr. underscore Alexander. That's Alexander with an I, not an E.
Yeah, yeah. If you want any movies covered, just I was gonna say tweet us. Just I don't know, blue sky is that what the hell do you call it? Sky somebody? I have no idea. Or just
I've
Instagram is.
heard people call it skeet, but I
Okay
don't
then.
really like that.
No, no. Like it says, send us a message on Instagram then, and just say I want this movie covered, and it will eventually get covered.
Hmm.
Right then, like I says, next podcast will be interesting. I think I've seen Estarco 5 times, and it's, oof, it's just an
But
experience.
by choice.
Yes, by choice. Yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
I watched it one time, and I never thought I'd have to watch it again. But here we are. I
Yeah.
bought that on DVD because I was like, "Oh my god, I love Donnie Darko. This is going to be amazing."
Yeah, same. Same. I bought it on DVD. First day it came out. I mean, this will be amazing. Watching it, I went, oh
Yeah.
my lord, this is shit. But
And then proceeded to watch it 4 more times.
yes, I had to show my the boyfriend it because of course I did, and then I had to show my best friend it because of course I did, and then I showed my other co-host it because that's the sort of person I am, and then I watched it once for shits and giggles, and there we have it. So.
Wow, you've got too much time on your hands, obviously.
Yes, and a mean streak, so. And now I'm going to force you to watch it, so yeah.
Ooh,
Right then. So, like I says, if you want a movie covered, Instagram us and it'll get covered. So, all I can say then is bye.
ta-ta for now.